Jesse hit the highway and raced north toward Good Hope. Until that very moment, his focus had solely been on getting away, but now he realized he wasn't getting away. He was going somewhere, and that somewhere was Dillard's house. He had no idea how much time he had. Was he on Santa's death list? Had God condemned him for his role? How did one escape the wrath of God? He had no answers. He only knew he was still alive, and so long as he was breathing, he might still have a chance to do something about Dillard. With the general gone, it was only between them now. Am I gonna shoot him? Jesse thought back when Dillard challenged him to that very thing. How many times had he wished for that chance again? If he did get that chance, what would he do? One thing's for certain. Gonna see to it he never hurts Linda or Abby again. Abigail's scream echoed in his mind, the terror in her eyes. I'll at least blow his knees out, take him down a notch or two. Hard to beat a woman from a wheelchair. Hell yes, it is. Jesse drove fast, but not recklessly. It was early Sunday morning, so other than the occasional big rig, the road belonged to him. He made good time, hitting the edge of town just as dawn's glow began to spread across the eastern sky. This time, he slid up the river road that ran between Dillard's house, hiding the vehicle in the trees. He killed the engine, started to get out, stopped. Slow down. Don't fuck this up again. Jesse slipped out the Colt, double-checked that it was fully loaded, and shoved it into his pocket. His eyes fell upon the velvet sack. He stared at it for a long moment. What am I supposed to do with that? Fuck. For all I know, it might lead Santa and his monsters right to me. He shook his head. Have to figure it out later. He quietly pushed the door shut, moved quickly from tree to tree toward the back of Dillard's house, stopping every dozen yards or so to look and listen. He held out the gun, finger on the trigger, steady and ready. Jesse wasn't counting on God or luck this time. He was counting on himself. The kitchen and dining room lights were on. His heart sped up. Someone was home. He followed the hedges around the shed, then up to the garage. He peeked around the front of the house. No sign of the cruiser or the Suburban. Linda's sad little Ford Escort still sat in the drive, and judging by the clumps of snow around it, hadn't been moved in a long while. Jesse returned round the house, deciding the back garage door would make the best entrance. The door was locked. He tugged out the skeleton keys. The first key let him in. He hit the light and found Dillard's Suburban inside. The hood was cold. Jesse took a deep breath, aware that Dillard may be home after all. Everything in the garage was neat and tidy, all the tools in their outlined spots on the pegboard, the boxes labeled and stacked evenly along the shelves. His eye fell on a sewing box with red roses, and he froze. Chet had at least been telling the truth about the sewing box. Jesse wondered if it were all true. Keep going. He started away and stopped. I gotta know the truth of it. Jesse leapt over to the box and popped the lid up. Within sat a jewelry box, a bouquet of dried flowers, folded lace, and a few articles of women's clothing. The wedding portrait of Ellen Deaton, framed in simple black wood, lay atop the lace. Ellen had indeed been a striking beauty in her day, smiling brightly, the joyful smile of a woman with her entire life ahead of her. Jesse flipped the frame, twisted the pins, and popped out the back. A Polaroid fell onto the lace. Jesse sucked in a quick breath. Shit. It was Ellen, but the woman in the Polaroid lay upon a gold slate floor in a pool of blood. She stared up with wide blank eyes. Her neck slit open. Her top had been torn away, and the angry slashes and puncture wounds had turned her breasts into something unrecognizable. Jesse spun away, leaving Dillard's morbid shrine behind. Linda, he whispered, his heart racing. He'd known Linda was in trouble, but until that very moment he had not allowed himself to truly believe that Dillard was capable of such savagery. Jesse tried to push the image from his mind. He darted to the door, leading into the house. It was unlocked, and he slipped in. The kitchen light was on. Again, he froze, his heart hammering in his chest. A skillet lay on the floor. A glass of milk spilled across the counter. He spotted the overturned chairs in the dining room, darted through the living room, down the hall, gun out and ready. The bedroom doors were open. He eased up, peering into one, then the next, searched every room and every closet, found no one. He returned to the hall, spotted Linda's clothes and Abigail's toys pushed up in front of the door. The flooring drew his eye, and he realized why at once. The tiles were gold slate, just like in the Polaroid. Ellen had died right here, right where he was standing. That picture will hang. Send him away for a long time. Oh, that picture will hang Dillard. Send him away for a long time. Don't you leave here without it. Jesse gave the bathroom a fleeting glance, blinked, and looked again. He flipped on the light. Duct tape and a knife sat on the vanity. He gasped, grasping their meeting right away. But he also saw his own hat, his hairbrush, and the screwdriver from his truck. It took him a moment to understand that Dillard planned not only to kill Linda and Abigail, but to pin it on him. It was as though someone had punched him in the gut. Am I too late? He tried to push the thought from his mind, but his eyes kept returning to the duct tape and knife. No, oh fuck, no. He stumbled out of the bathroom and into the living room. Where are they? He spied the door to the basement, and his heart went cold. Oh God. He leapt over to the door, threw the bolt, rushed down the steps, thinking of the picture of Ellen the whole way down. One of the bloody ribbons of flesh across her chest. No, no, no. He saw the freezer shoved up against the storm door and had his first shot of hope. He banged on the door. Linda? Linda? Abigail? Jesse? He heard her then. It was Linda. Jesse? He shoved the freezer out of the way, yanked the door handle. It was locked. He banged on the metal door. Linda, it's me, it's Jesse. The latch turned, the door opened a crack, and Linda's terrified face peeked out. He yanked the door open and threw his arms around her. She hugged him back, hard and tight. She began to sob. Jesse saw Abigail pressed back in the corner, her big eyes scared and unsure. Jesse let go of Linda. Abby, honey, it's okay. All okay now. Abigail burst into tears. Jesse scooped her up, held her tight, pressed his face into her hair, and closed his eyes, inhaling her scent. And for a moment, for that second, it was all he needed in the whole world.